Look for the heart of darkness in Hastings, where a cursed cave holds the secret to eternal life for Clara, Gemma Arterton, and her daughter Eleanor, Saoirse Ronan. Hot on their scent are the Brotherhood, a bro pack of bloodsuckers led by evil Johnny Lee Miller, intent on keeping the Vampire Club boys only. Things could get bitey.
This is the end. Of what? Of time?
Peter, there's been hundreds of vampire movies recently. Does this bring anything new to the genre?
I'm not sure it does bring anything wildly new. It is quite enjoyable. In some ways, it's Neil Jordan's most effective film for a while. I didn't expect to like it very much, but it's quite amusing. It's like a kind of vampire EastEnders, really, and Gemma and Saoirse are like the Slater sisters, sort of turning up at this seaside town to wreak havoc and mayhem. It's quite enjoyable, but it's pretty soapy.
Catherine, Neil Jordan's got form in that he did Interview with the Vampire, which came before Twilight and everything like that. Does this give you enough to get your teeth into, do you think?
I think the vampiric elements aren't especially exciting for me. What I liked was the atmosphere of Hastings and you know, you've got all the sort of, I know it's not in Thanet, Hastings, but I like all the kind of wrecked splendour of the seaside town and the cabbages and the dreadful kind of piano lounges and all that. That's sort of really nicely done and really takes it beyond a play into something much more interesting. I think Gemma is fantastic. I think she's, really perfect for this. She really sinks her teeth into it. She's like a Hammer horror heroine of old. She's really fun. I really liked her. I thought, but so much else in the film is quite sensitive and delicate, and it feels such a strange mix, all that, and I couldn't get my head around it. And then Tom Hollander comes up and sort of does his Rev performance, and it's very disconcerting. But I think he keeps you on your toes. I had quite a fun time watching it.
I wonder if it didn't really make enough of the vampire thing. Like, I felt like there was a point where they were going to go down to a kind of political right to die type thing, where she starts feeding on elderly people in the home as a way to ease her own conscience, which would be quite a nice way of dealing with the topic. But
yes,
it just kind of fell flat for me after.
Well, in the prologue, that's when it's at its most purely vampiric, the idea of the eternal undead, and of course that word which has now been utterly devalued, the twilight nature of the vampire, its, as it were, deracinated quality. All that was in the prologue, and the rest of it, I don't know. What I've always found is the most disturbing part of vampirism. The idea is that the prey are turned into vampires as well, whether they like it or not. That is something which is kind of removed from modern vampire stories, because now vampires are kind of nice and they're kind of good vampires. That is kind of lost. It's a little bit short of the full gallon, the full typo for me.
There comes a time in life when secrets should be told. You've got secrets, haven't you?